Good afternoon, friends. This is Jenna Ambridge. I'm the Assistant Director here at Sky Lake Camp and Retreat Center, coming to you this afternoon on our mini hike through the family campground and going towards Caldwell Pavilion. This is a space that, if you've been on the West Shore for camping in our summertime, you might be familiar with. And if you attend some of our family camping weekends, specifically on Memorial Day weekend, which is Spring Fling, and our Labor Day family weekend, you may have camped here as well. I'm coming out of the woods into Site 1, which gives an example of the pull-in area off of the campground loop. This is a spot where you can pull in your car, pitch a tent, pull in a camper, and stay for an overnight, a couple nights, camp on the weekend. This driveway loop goes all the way around in a big circle, and on either side of it are campsites where you can spend time just being out in the woods and being out in nature. I'm going to go the back way, reverse way on the loop. That's the path over there that I just came in on from the West Shore field. So it's all pretty close to each other. And this West Shore area is what I love best about being kind of classic camp. You learn outdoor skills. And here as a family at the family campground, you can live those. Our family weekends allow folks to come and be together with other families. Sometimes there's churches that'll come together and do small groups of camping. We're nestled right here on the edge of the property. As you drive in, it's one of the first things that you pass. We're going to walk down towards Caldwell down this driveway. Caldwell Pavilion is an open air pavilion that was built to house a main common room and the bathroom and shower areas for the campground. The family campground was built in 1975. I want to highlight this tree here, a natural event that happened. If you can see that tree about 3 years ago, in particular up near the top. Can't see it as well because it gets dark, but it was struck by lightning and it made a huge loud pop. And that strip of wood that's open and bare was actually thrown into the woods, some of it piercing the ground. The Coleman family, that Dan is our maintenance supervisor, they were home. Startled them. It was the loudest pop they'd heard in a long time. And after the storm passed, they went out and investigated and found that. Pretty cool that even though it's damaged by lightning, that it still survives. It's resilient. And that's what we learn when we're here in nature. One of the things that we learn about the cycle of life, as you see, we are somewhat of a natural habitat in that we let those trees that fall to just naturally decompose, as Matt showed you in his shoreline hike, that it will just be a part of nature and go back to the earth. Today is a day that's a little chilly and rainy. You can hear the gentle patter of rain on the leaves and the trees and the ground. Yes, there are some leaves. It is springtime. The building ahead is Caldwell Pavilion. As I said, on the right side as we approach, you can see the entry for the bathrooms from the outside. I'm just going to walk in and walk through. One of the things that we provide in the campground is, since we do have some trees that are down and that we have to handle and manage, we provide some firewood that if you didn't want to bring materials and supplies, you can utilize some of the wood that we have here. There's an outside fire pit area. One of the things that the West Shore Camping does is that one of the groups will come down here and cook their meals outside over the fire. We're going inside Caldwell Pavilion. Some of you may remember this area where you would have had a dance. You might have built a fire in the fireplace and done your cookout inside if you all of a sudden had a rush of rain. But this is the space that we use for programs. There's a ping pong table where you can play. And then there's entries to the bathrooms. And out this side door is the walkway and paths that continue and lead off to our campsites on the other side of the circle. The path off to my right even has a horseshoe pit area where you can play the outdoor game of horseshoes. These paths lead you to the side of the circle that is our electric tent site area. We have 7 electric sites and 19 non-electric sites. Generally, the campground is open Memorial Day weekend through Labor Day weekend. It's a wonderful place to come and spend time with your family in a Christian environment, atmosphere. You can ride your bike around the paths, your scooters, lots of trails to hike on. Each space has a fire ring, fire pit area. Just wanted to take you through one of our other spaces and give you an idea of how you might come and spend time with God, with your family, in this beautiful space we call Sky Lake. Thank you for coming with me on this walk today. I hope it brought back some memories for some of you of your time here in the campground. I'm remembering some memories of our classic junior high camp they kind of did a gourmet chef campground cook-off. Each group had a menu and a certain food item that they had to provide, making an appetizer, entree, and dessert. Fun times. It's amazing the things they can come up with, and they're so good. Going off a side trail as I end our time today. This is part of our 5K trail walk. know that you all are in our prayers for the time that we can come together, especially those ladies of the lake that were scheduled to come for Rejuvenate this weekend. You all are in our prayers for a time when we can come together again. Bless you. Enjoy your day.